Hello everyone, my name is Mohit Agarwal and my team name is Mohit Rocks, and I'm actually writing a presentation, or you can say the my topic is about applying machine learning techniques to reduce air pollution. And as we know that today we are in a world of totally globalization where we suffer from huge pollution contents. So this is my sample code, as you can see in the page, through which you can actually reduce air pollution. You can check the area specifically, that which areas are getting uh, more and more used to the air pollution due to the air pollution concentrations like NO2, or you can there are different gases through which you can actually predict the NO2, predict the air pollution concentrations. So these are the some few of the points. This is a code through which you can actually predict. So let's proceed with the code. This code is actually written in Python notebook. So anyone who have Python installed in their system, they can actually run the code and try to view same visualization as I'm getting to. So firstly, you can see that we have imported certain libraries. This is all the data visualizations and certain kind of libraries in the Python which is required in this data set. NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and etc. etc. Then next we have actually taken the data one, weather station data. That's simple data, so which can actually have an idea that how the air pollution is in the atmospheric level, how it's actually its concentration affecting a lot to the humans. So this is just a simple data set format. Here are some of the few variables or the columns you can say. Precip means the precipitation, temp is the temperature, dew point, wind speed, wind direction, atmospheric pressure, and the sky cover. These are all the certain factors which actually predicts the concentration of the atmospheric level or the air pollutants concentration in the atmosphere and how it's affecting the humans or the different societies or the atmospheres. So this is sample code. Firstly, we need to drop the missing values. For this, I have used the command drop any, and in this we need to drop the missing values in the data set. Missing values can be of the form in the form of blank data sets or in the form of zero containing the zero in the data sets. So these are all the missing values. So this is simple data sets. This is simple code. Not much there to explain. You can directly have a look on this and you can understand by yourself that what's happening in this code. Now, like I have defined a function to convert the centered angles to left edge radians. Like you know that angle should be converted to radians to actually get the inference of the direction, that how the direction is tending, where is the direction tending, so which we can actually predict the concentration level. So you can have the view that we have converted by using this formula, bar direction equal to direction into numpy dot pi. Numpy is the library dot pi by 180 minus numpy dot pi by n is the total number of observations. Now we have defined the relative percentage of observation in each speed and direction being how it's happening. Different kind of functions we are applying through which we can actually convert the data set to an optimum level and to get a huge inferences or the data visualizations from this part and to get a better look on that. As now by by this you can see that like this is the simple wind directions: north, northeast, east, southeast, south, and so on. So like after different manipulation we have a one wind direction called wind direction visualization, through which you can actually look and see that where the direction or the where the data is tending on, and through which you can actually know that where the pollution concentration is more or where the pollution concentration is less. Like I have already assigned to some of the I was already assigned some of the names to the matrices of some of the lines that you can see, like 15 to 20 nets is resembling the red line, or 20 to 25 notes resembling some like orange line. So you can have a look on this and you can have a knowledge or a glimpse in your mind that what is actually happening in the atmospheric level. So this is the sample code I am presenting. This code I have already submitted, and you can have a look on this at how the dataset is proceeding. These are also some of the sample snapshots or the data visualization parts of my code, which I am actually mentioning. That you can see that how the NO2 concentration level is proceeding with different months in a year of 2014. So you can have a look on this, the sample snapshots, which is actually which we can do by tab using Tableau software. But yeah, R and Python have that flexible packages, though we can also do in the different code sections. So this is a box plot for the NO2 concentration level. But NO2 it has a huge importance in affecting the air pollution level. So we are concentrating, we are actually more getting focused on concentration NO2. This is a box plot. It means the outlier levels are huge in this content in 2011 data. So you can have a look on different types of data set. It's different types of visualizations. So this I have already mentioned you. This is just the concentration levels in different zone, how it's proceeding. So this is a simple uh, type of graph which is actually 4 by 4 5 by 5 matrix like. And last but the most important one is, as you can see, that the forecasted value is the orange value and the actual value is this. So the data forecasted by, like, we have a data set like, and that the forecasted values are less and the actual concentration of air pollution is huge, and the different areas you can see like 2016 first month to third month, or like 2017 we can see. So there are different types of scenarios you can see here. So this is the actual model, or you can machine learning model, in which I have implemented different types of algorithms. Firstly, linear regression I have implemented in this, which is actually very good in this model. Naive Bayes also is implemented. So you can have a look at how through the data we've gone through the different informations and with different visualizations, and at last what you're getting, like, this is the actual, the blue line actually resembles the actual forecast, actual data, actual concentration level in atmospheric level. So that's it. Lastly, I can say this: thank you for giving me opportunity to present my presentation or present my topic or idea. And I hope it will help you in building a solution to some level at least. And thank you so much for giving me a chance, for giving me opportunity. If selected, definitely will try to explain much in a much more better way and manually rather than virtually. So thank you. Thanks a lot.